Welcome to Toffee TV. It's my three things from Watford 0, Everton 0 tonight at Vicarage Road. What an awful game of football that was. It was really poor. You know, I'm not going to have a go at Watford. They had most of their team out missing, but it was just a bad game of football, and Everton more than played their part in it. Not a great advert for football. First thing I want to talk about is the situation we're in really right now. We've taken... was that 11 points out the last 18, 7 out the last 9. You know, and I said before on the match reaction, if you'd have offered me 4 points out of 6 from these 2 away games, I'd have been delighted with that. I think when you go to Leicester and win, which is the tougher of the two, you're buoyed, ready for this game, and obviously we knew Watford had loads of players out. And it's so disappointing that we've come out tonight and just haven't been able to get any kind of urgency going. There's been no momentum, no patterns of play. Everything was slow and laborious. You know, and I've seen a couple of people moaning about Frank Lampard's tactics or whatever. It's more than that for me. It's the players. They play the game. They're making the wrong decisions. The amount of times we got in behind them and just made the wrong choice. That's the frustrating thing for me. And we could have had that situation kind of so much healthier. We could be sat here on 38 points now going, win Sunday, it's all over. Now, listen, the way it's worked out, Leeds have been battered at home by Chelsea. They've lost Dan James for the next game as well. And therefore, they've got Brighton at home. Now, if Leeds were to lose to Brighton, Everton would only need a point because of the goal difference to stay up on Sunday, and that game will be done before we kick off. So it's not the end of the world, but you want to control things yourself, and I just thought we were leggy tonight. We were poor, and I think the manager needed to make the subs earlier. But we're still in control of it. Listen, we entered that Chelsea game. We played that Chelsea game 5 points adrift and in the relegation zone. And just over a week later, we're 2 points clear of the relegation zone with a game in hand on Leeds. Burnley, our game in hand's gone, but we're 2 points ahead of them. So, that's what we have to look at. They go to Spurs on Sunday. If we were to beat Brentford and they lost to Tottenham, we'd be 5 points ahead of Burnley as well with 6 to play for. So, we've improved our position dramatically. It's just frustrating because I don't think we'll get a better chance of winning a Premier League football match this season than tonight. But we're going to have to do it the harder way. So that's the way it is. And the fans will be there Sunday. The fans will back them. The fans will welcome the coaching. The fans will get the atmosphere going because we'll know what's at stake. And the players have got to then come out and put in an energetic display on Sunday and beat Brentford. They're well capable of battering Brentford. Well, maybe not battering is probably a stretch. They're well capable of beating Brentford on Sunday. We did it in the Cup. We did batter them in the Cup in January, at the end of January, and we're capable of doing it. It was February, wasn't it? And we're capable of doing it again. But we'll have to be right on it. We'll have to be right at it. Loads of energy and all of that, and we can get ourselves out of the mess that we're in. Second thing I want to talk about is Alex Iwobi, who I give my man of the match to tonight. I thought he had a decent game. Again, couple of wrong choices in the final third let him down, but he wasn't the only one. I thought the front three were really poor tonight. Really poor. Richie might have been the best of the three. Anthony Gordon got in and wrong choices. Set plays were poor. Kept slowing it down, and Damari Gray wasn't very good either tonight. So hopefully they'll be refreshed for Sunday because we'll need them three at the best. But I thought Iwobi was the one who was trying to make things happen. Okay, makes a couple of mad choices at times, but he was the one who was trying to make things happen. I just wish he had a little bit more confidence. He got played in by the Charleston in the first half, and he should have shot. And he hesitates and waits and tries to pull it back, and just get it out your feet and whack it across the keeper. Make the keeper have to make a save. But it's just that he's just got to get that little switch turned to just do it himself. But overall, I thought he put in another decent display. Worked hard, was up and down. And he's had a real positive turnaround under Frank Lampard, hasn't he? Where he's become a player who, going from a player who a lot of people would have seen on the team sheet and being scratching the head, to now you're going, well, yeah, he's been good. He's a useful squad member now, good squad member. So, fair play to him. He was our best player, I thought, tonight. And that's where we go from there. And then the third point really is really about Sunday. We're in a position where none of us wanted to be. But even like I've just said, from 11 days ago, the position's way better than what it was. We were 5 points adrift when we kicked off against Chelsea, which was a long way back. And now it's in our hands, isn't it? So if Everton are to match Leeds results and Burnley's results, we stay up. We're safe. I want more than that. I want 2 wins in the next 2 home games and finish above Southampton. That's what I want. And that is easily, in my opinion, it's achievable by putting everything into those 2 home games. The ideal would be win on Sunday. And obviously Leeds not win and Nova's safe. And then the manager can play Delhi and people like that against Palace at home and give them a run out and get minutes and legs. But we've got to make sure that he's in a position to do that by winning. But this position we're in can't happen again. We'll say it before, we'll talk about it in great detail. Fans will talk about it in great detail, but it can't happen again because we've made so many bad choices this season, beginning with the manager back in the summer. It's gone on throughout the season. Selling players, getting rid of all our creativity. And then wondering why we don't score or create chances, to infighting. And we know we're all this, and I know I'm just raking up old stuff, but I'm just talking about moving forward, and that's what we have to think about. Can we get over the line? I think the fans will help. Absolutely. I think the fans will be there on Sunday before to greet the coaching, and the fans will create that atmosphere. I think Goodison will be noisy and bouncing, because the opportunity for us to get onto 39 points with a win is one that I think the fans will want to drag this team through with. And then it means we go into the last home game, with the opportunity to make it 42 points and finish the season strongly at Goodison. So our home form's been decent under Frank Lampard, and that's mainly down to the fans. Now, okay, the team has gone away and got 4 points out of 6 in the last couple of away games, so fair enough. So let's keep that going. The fans will make it, like I've just said, the fans will get the atmosphere bouncing on Sunday, and we need the players to respond. And then, once we know where we are, we can then make sure that this doesn't happen again. Because it's embarrassing for a club of our size, with the money we've spent, to be where we are. We're seeing it with the shirt sponsors and stuff like that. The club can't announce anything because they've had to hold fire because they don't know what division we're going to be in, and obviously that affects the monetary value of it. It is higher than the Kazoo one we've got, but they're not going to pay it higher if we're in the Championship. So it's that kind of stuff. Pre-season has been held back because they didn't know where they were. So the club and the team need to go out Sunday and get those 3 points, and if we do that, we'd be in a decent position going into that Crystal Palace game. And who knows, if the football gods shine on us, which they don't always do, by the time we kick off on Sunday, if Brighton have been able to go and win at Leeds, then Everton would only need a point against Brentford, with the goal difference. They've got to stay up. So we will know what we have to do at 4:30 on Sunday when we kick off, but the fans will let the players know exactly what they need to be doing, and play with a bit more energy than we did tonight. And then the inquest can start, can't they? But hopefully the inquest starts as a Premier League team. Right, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Enjoy the rest of your night. See you later.